My name is Rich Risto, and I am a stranger in a strange land. I am sitting in Huaidomingyuan, Xinbei District, northern Changzhou. This is my housing estate. As you can likely see, it's raining, and I have a roof over my head. And behind those bushes over there, that's building 48. I live on the 8th floor of that apartment building. I made a video of walking around explaining the whole living in a Chinese ho- um, housing estate. But I don't want to talk about that today. Today, I want to open 5 packs of Zendikar Rising from a fat pack that I bought in Nanjing. Um, out of this set, I guess what I'm hoping is for a I thieving something or other. It is a blue flyer that can steal stuff from other players, because that fits into a commander deck that I have been putting together in slow motion for a long time, and my slowness in making a commander deck has been irritating my Magic the Gathering friends here in Changzhou. All right, so I'm going to skip the commons like I normally do and go straight to the uncommons. And yes, I'm taking a long time to do that. Okay, so here we have Cleric of the Life's Bond. Whenever another cleric enters the battlefield under your control, gain a life. Whenever you gain life for the first time each turn, put a 1/1 counter on this. Okay, I like that. That is pretty darn decent. Um, Mind Carver. Whenever it enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. 1/1. Alright. And, okay. This is a flip card. This set has these. So it's either a land, enters the battlefield tapped. Tap only to. You know, it's kind of a crappy land if it has to enter the battlefield tap and it just acts like a regular land. But let's look at the instant. Target creature you control contains protection from a color of your choice till end of turn. That's okay. Not wonderful, not great, just okay. Can't be countered, hexproof haste if it's kicked. Has counters on it. Okay, that's workable. And then we have a shiny foil uncommon. All right, let's move to pack number 2. As I said, I may put a link in the descriptions to me walking around what is basically my home. Okay, commons, commons, commons. Concerted defense. Counter target non-creature unless it pays 1. Oh yeah, the party dynamic is unique to this set. So far, I have not been a fan of that. I will never complain about getting a flying card. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1. Okay, this is... But the mana cost is high. But whenever I draft, a lot of my friends joke that, oh, no red cards are showing up. Rich is pulling red. Oh, we don't see any flyers. Rich is pulling flyers. I'm predictable that way. Each opponent loses 4 and you gain 4 for 6. But it's flippy. And again, I'm not a fan of why does it have to be tapped if it's entering and not doing anything special. I find this annoying. With the flip cards that could be lands in this deck. I mean, in this set. Okay, we have a legendary creature. Very low mana cost. Sky enters the battlefield with 3/1/1 counters on it. When another creature you control dies, if it has a 1/1 counter on it, put a 1/1 counter on this. When this dies, create... Ha! I like that. I'm gonna have to check with my buddy Cal. I think this might be a good commander card. Partly because low mana cost, commanders can be repeatedly brought back onto the battlefield, and this is a way of getting a decent amount of tokens. So I like this card. And we have a foil common. And then land in placeholders. Okay. Pack number 3. Okay, so what do we have here? Cinderclasm. 1 damage to each creature. Alright, so the kicking cost is pretty low. And my guess is this would be very good if you're facing somebody that has like a lot of 1/1 tokens and you just want to board wipe a bunch of annoying tokens. Marry a captain. Flying, always good with me. Enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter for each creature in your party. Flying and vigilance. But I mean, you would really have to make a set specific deck to enjoy the benefit of that. So would I put this in a commander deck? Probably not. Especially since I have a bunch of commander decks in the making that rely on flying. Sack a land. Search your library for up to 2 basic lands. Put them on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Okay, we have a full art flip land. As I always say, not a fan of pulling rare lands, but this is full art, and maybe the value, the monetary value of this card will go up. We'll see. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Gamma blah blah blah. Inagata Davida, baby. Whenever Gomafata Vanguard attacks creature with the target creature an opponent controls with power less than one. Okay. Jerboa. Landfall. That's always a mechanic I like. I've been making separate piles of landfall. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your creatures you control. Oh wow, this is nice. Because it's not just this creature. I think it's all creatures on the battlefield. I like this mouse. Okay, this flips as a land. Deals 1 damage to any target. If a permanent dealt damage this way this turn, exile it instead. Again, it's just red land and it enters the battlefield tapped. I don't see why. Maybe, I don't know, maybe this mechanic in this set is because you have the option, which is why it comes in tapped. Okay. Myriad Construct. You kick it for 3, and if you kick it, enters the battlefield for each non-basic land your opponents control. Ha! When it becomes a target of a spell, sacrifice it and create a number of 1/1 equal to its power. Huh. Interesting. And then nothing there. Okay. At least for this video, this will be the final pack. Okay, so blue-green. Whenever you cast a kick spell, you gain 2 life. That's cool. And it's possible ramp. Instant sorcery or wizard spell. Oh, wow. I like that. I really like that. And we have another flip thing. What does the flavor text say? Yeah, well, whatever. And I have a legendary creature with lifelink. Okay, so needs to be in a cleric deck. But okay, decent. Okay, so let's go through the pile. So 3. Well, anyway, I would love to dawdle a little bit more and contemplate the rares that I have, but I do realize that I'm opening Magic the Gathering cards underneath an incomplete roof where raindrops can slip through, and they do. So I'm going to end it here and put these cards away before they get wet. At any rate, if you like to wander around like I do. Until next time, safe travels.